Here we go. Here we go. Okay, here we go. This is Venus. I am at excuse me, Idiot. All right. I'm a P900 Nikon. Okay. And this is what happens when you zoom in on Venus. Okay. You can see, in fact, you can do an experiment with water above and the light, and you can get this. And again, these aren't spheres. Okay. They have to be disc. Okay. Flat disc makes circles. If it was a sphere, you'd have a little, you wouldn't get all this. But anyway, so this is Venus, and you're not landing on that. You're not landing on that. This is not terrestrial. This is luminary. It's a light. Okay? It's different density. It's not dense rock you can land on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They just put this right in your face. Let's just see what happens if we put this right here in front of everybody. Let's see how dumb they are. Okay, the Earth's magnetic coil creates energy and electricity to sustain the planetarium Earth. Apollo mission Earthrises. Apollo 8, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. Pick your favorite cartoon. Tell a man there are 300 billion stars in the universe, and the moron will believe you, like you counted every one of them. Tell him a bench has wet paint on it, and he'll have to touch it to be sure. These bastards will believe anything. Okay, meet your maker. Here's your maker. It is photoshopped, but it has to be. It has to be. It has to be. It has to be. Okay, the London and Northwestern Railway forms a straight line, 180 miles long between London and Liverpool. The railroad's highest point, midway at Birmingham Station, is only 240 feet above sea level. If the world were actually a globe, however, curving 8 inches per mile squared, according to their curvature, this is what NASA says it is, the 180-mile stretch of rail would form an arc with the center point at Birmingham raising over a mile, a full 5,400 feet above London and Liverpool. And look at this. Watch the parallel lines converge at the vanishing point. Boom. It's beautiful. They claim that the Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles an hour at the equator. Mach 1 is 761 miles an hour, the speed of sound. And that'll change depending on your altitude. Okay, but water does this. Flat all the way across up to your eyes. Horizontal line, horizon. Yeah, right. Earth isn't spinning. Okay, now, this is great. Can an object cast a shadow smaller than itself? Well, there's a shadow. Look how big that looks. There's a shadow, and the shadow looks bigger than what we're casting a shadow on every time. So, how wide is the path of totality? If the moon's inner or umbral shadow sweeps across Earth's surface, then a total eclipse of the sun is seen. The track of the moon's umbral shadow across Earth is called the path of totality. It's typically 10,000 miles long, but only about 100 miles wide. Gravitation and co-gravitation. Electromagnetic retardation and theory of relativity. Both books prove gravity is a byproduct of electromagnetism and nothing besides, not to mention the Michelson-Morley experiment, which proves the Earth's not moving, not one little bit. They also proved an ether. Okay, here's Chicago. You're not supposed to see this, but you do. And the only reason you don't see the bottom is because of perspective. Okay? That's not a, what do you call it? Okay, truth bombing the fuck out of ignorance one day at a time. That's what we're trying to do. Okay, how cell phones send and receive calls. How mobile phones work. Okay? No mention of satellites. Okay, satellites do not exist. If satellites existed, you would never ever lose reception. Okay, only when you go outside of the cities where the fucking towers are do you do so. Oh my god, I can't believe this shit. Look at this tweaker shit. Okay. I don't even know where to put this thing. There's so much foil. Okay, this is, can you people see the surface? Do you know what this is? Plastic. That's tin foil, and this is plastic, and these are curtain rods. Okay, how is that gonna, dude? This has probably a melting point of 200 degrees, and they got to get through 3,000 degrees. Not gonna happen. I mean, this is embarrassing that I have to explain this to most of these retards that we do. Official photos from NASA. Someone please explain to me how the Earth is 600 times bigger now. This is a new picture of Earth and the moon. Instead, so I mean, oh my God, and you're behind the moon. So this is on the surface of the moon. You're closer to the Earth and it's smaller. You're further from the Earth behind the moon and the Earth is bigger. It just grew 600 times as large. Ask NASA to explain this. This to me is a problem. When I see stuff like this, I have a problem with it. You should have a problem with it. Okay? The fact that some people don't have a problem with it proves they're fucking retarded. NASA claims the fake globe is wobbling off its axis. No distortion. None. Globe debunked. Globe had proof. Water sticks to curvature. There, see, it's sticking to the curvature here. Man. Okay. So you got, see, beautiful. These are toroid. Electromagnetic fields, toroidal, torus fields. We're in the flat plane area of it. Okay. The utter impossibility of a gas inside a vacuum. How does gravity know exactly where the atmosphere ends and the vacuum begins? How can gravity hold a single particle of oxygen at the edge of space against all the power of the vacuum? It's ridiculous. Face of a clock equals Earth's flat surface, centered with the hour, sun circling clockwise with the minute, moon trailing behind. And flat Earth is a clock. Okay, flat Earth is used sun and moon to create your perception of time. 2017, we still don't have a real video footage of the whole of the spinning of Earth, spinning in space, and where are all the satellites, the space debris, the constellations. Oh boy, here we go. And here you go. See the electromagnetic spectrum here. This is fake. You can see right through this. You're seeing a rainbow here, and it's fake. NASA, an occult agency. NASA was founded by Nazi occultists and rocket scientists who fled to America in Operation Paperclip. The occult nature of NASA is evident in the missions, landing sites, space modules, and events. NASA projects are named after pagan gods, Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo. The first famous being Apollo 11, in which high-level Mason, Buzz Aldrin, and Neil Armstrong allegedly walked on the moon. In Revelations 9:11, we learn that Apollo is the angel of the bottomless pit. The spine is the rod which budded, the blah blah tree, the flaming sword, the staff of comfort, the wand of the magi. Okay, this is your divided light. That's why the electromagnetic spectrum are the colors of your chakras. Relativity fraud, got you, dumb bitches. Why are there no stars in NASA images from the moon? How on earth did they fit that moon rover buggy inside the modular? 2 astronauts with all their gear, food, water, oxygen tanks, fuel, and all of this fits inside the upper chamber. I mean, the logistics are comical. Anybody trying to put any effort into thinking about what they would have to do and everything, and then you're in a vacuum. They can't even practice in a vacuum. It's too dangerous. There's a reason why it's called the Arctic Circle, the Earth truth. Antarctic, supposed to be Antarctic. I'll take shit that never happened for $1,000. Here we go. That's the moon landing. Shit that never happened. How about the moon landing, satellites, nukes, EMPs? Goes on and on. They make up shit to scare you. They were scaring little kids in classrooms back in the day with the Cold War. Oh, duck and be able to get under your desk like that's going to help you or some shit. Like that's going to stop a fucking nuke explosion. I mean, it's a psyop. That was a psyop to fucking scare the shit out of the collective, to just put a little cancer in the collective consciousness mind of everybody. Okay, the only reason you can't see past the horizon line is due to perspective on a flat plane. The horizon line will forever rise to eye level regardless of altitude. When someone mentions gravity, alrighty then. Excuse me. Okay. Nikola Tesla. I hold that space cannot be curved for the simple reason that it can have no properties. Okay, smartest man that ever lived. This is what he's telling you. Particles are laughable. All this shit is made up to justify their made up shit. See, they have to build more and more lies on top of lies. That's how it works. Truth doesn't have to do that. It doesn't have to keep expanding on top of lies and then that and then the craziest shit until it makes no sense. Okay, this is flat. This is called a flat line. This is a horizontal line over a flat horizon. Okay, the Manchester Ship Canal Company, published in the Earth Review, stated, "It is customary in railway and canal constructions for all levels to be referred to a datum, which is nominally horizontal and is shown on all sections. It is not the practice in laying out public works to make allowances for the curvature of the earth because the curvature does not exist." Notice how these parallel lines come together and converge at the vanishing point here. Like a beautiful thing. It just looks beautiful. Okay, here's your fake holograms. They are doing this to you all the time. Okay, pilots never account for curvature. Neither do engineers, trains, railroads. Here's your fake. If you can see right through it, then it's fake. Okay, here's some more fakery. Copy and pasting the Earth in front of this moon. It's fake moon shit. It's just they're busted. Everything they do is Photoshop. Okay, this is Peru, and then they're gonna tell you it's the moon. Okay. Same with Mars. They do the same shit on Mars. About Mars. Did you tell them planes don't account for curvature? They said gravity keeps them level. That's a great. I love this. Oh yeah, more Freemason bullshit. Look, sun worshipping bastards. It's insane. It's an occult. NASA is an occult. Sorry, please help me understand. I'm having trouble with how big you said your ball Earth is again. Was it A, B, C, or D? These are all real. This is what they give you. And then they laugh at you for believing it. I mean, look at this. Which is it? Which cartoon? Take your choice. Okay, the Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, and you can put little rocks on top of little rock. You're not moving. This proves you're not moving. How do you think you're moving? What? Flat. Flat. This is a flat horizontal line. Do you know what a horizontal line is? It's horizontal. It's straight. There's no curve in it. That's horizontal lines, or vertical lines for that matter. They have no curves. All these buildings are 90 degrees vertical, and the Earth is flat, horizontal. No buildings tilting anywhere. These buildings down here, all these buildings should be tilted away from you. Okay. All right, whoops. No pilot or any flight training simulator or program has ever advised of any adjustments for curvature. While the ball Earth is supposedly doing just batshit crazy shit. Jesus, it's fucking insane. A hole in the Georgia Guidestones remains permanently on Polaris. Boom. You're not moving. Globehead logic. Why would NASA lie to us, for $1 trillion budget? They're just so dumb. Okay, here you go. Globe psyop debunked. Light should be coming this way, and it's that way. Okay? Phases of the moon are not because of the sun.